Hello, welcome to the class of PHP programming language. So today we are going to discuss about how to add the variables in PHP program. So here I designed this program that tells about the variables, different kind of variables in PHP. So here the variables in PHP can be a short name or a long name. So the short names are such as we will use A, B or C to represent the variable, or either we use the descriptive name such as the username, the age, the total value. So these are, in this way we can represent the variable in PHP. So let's discuss about the rules how to represent the variables in PHP. So first of all, we have to always start the PHP with this dollar symbol. So here we have to represent this symbol. After that, followed by a name of a variable, or after that we have to give the name of the variable. So you can see that here I have represent these all variables by using this symbol, and after that I have given the variable name. Coming to the next rule, that we have to start the variable name with the letter or underscore. So here we can't use any of the number symbol to represent the variable name. So it must be alphanumeric or the underscore. After that, the next is the variables are case sensitive. So we have to use the same username which we represent, the name same variable name which we use to represent in the PHP code. Same will be used to invoke the in the program. So here you can see that I have used this username, same variable name I have used here to invoke this username again in the program. So here the we can't write it as like, so this will cause a error in the program because this username and this username will depict a different meaning in this PHP code. So we have to represent these with the same name. So these are the different rules to define the variable in PHP. So let's see, here I have defined the first of the string variable. So string variable, to define this we have to represent the string variable in double quotes. Here I have used this symbol username equals to Ruby, and to invoke this name again I have used this the current underscore user equals to the $username. So this is how we can invoke this name. After that I have used this variable a equals to 10. So here it represents the numeric variable. And after that here b equals to 7.5, here it represents the float variable. So this is example where I have used the string variable, numeric variable and the float variable. To get the output of this, here I have used this echo, that is the output variable, or also known as the echo function, which is used to get the output data on the browser screen. So to get the output, here I have used this dollar symbol to represent the username. Here I represent the current user, that will invoke this particular statement. To represent the output of a, here I have used this echo function represented with symbol dollar symbol then a, and this is used to invoke the float value. So in between I have used this break statement that will give the space in between these different statements. So let's see how it will be displayed in the browser. For that you have to save this program and go to run. So here you can see that it represents the output of these different statements as here. So first of all we have invoked the output for the username. So it represents the name as Ruby, and again we have used the current underscore user. It also represents the username. So it will show this here output name as Ruby. Again the next output we have get the output for the variable a. It will represent it as 10 in the browser. And after that, coming to the next, here we have we want the output for the b variable, so it represents it as 7.5. So this is how we can represent the string variable, numeric variable and the float variable. So if you will remove this particular statement from here and again remove this from here, So now save it and refresh the browser. So it will give the output for the first echo username, then the variable, and then the numeric variable, and then for the float variable. Next, we are going to discuss about how to declare these variables. So these variables can be declared anywhere in the code. So it can be declared in three different ways by declaring it local, global, or static. So let's discuss about this. So here I have designed this program that will represent the variable scope, how we can declare this variable. So first of all, we will discuss about the global variable scope. So here we have defined this variable that name is a as the global variable. So here the variable declared that outside a function has a global scope and can be accessed outside function. So here you can see that with that in this PHP program I have declared this function name as value and this close bracket, and in between in close bracket I have defined the echo that is used for the output variable. Here I have defined the variable a inside function is a. So here I use this symbol that is dollar symbol then a to get the value for a in this particular function. And coming to the next, here I have used this value to get the value of this particular in this statement. So here you can see that this variable a is called inside the function and here the variable a is called outside the function. So let's see the output of this particular program. So first of all, save it and again click over here, that is run project. So here you can see that this global variable that we have defined outside the function, here it shows that variable a inside function, it doesn't check the value of this particular a variable because it is declared outside of this function, whereas the variable where we have invoked it outside the function, it used the value of this a. That variable a outside function is 30. It keep the value of this particular a variable. So this is about the global variable scope. So if we define the variable outside of the function, it will only represent outside of the function. It cannot be invoked or called inside the function. Next of all, we are going to discuss about the local variable scope. So for the local variable scope, here we have to define it as $sign a equals to 30 and right here local scope. And use here semicolon. So here you can see that the local scope declared within the functions and can be accessed by the function only. So here you can see I have declared this variable in between the function. So let's see the output of this particular variable. So save it and now refresh the browser. Now see the change that will occur here. So refresh it. So now you can see that the value of the a is only called by inside the function, but it cannot be accessed outside the function. So the variable which is declared in the local or in between the function, it can be accessed only by the function. It cannot be accessed outside of the function. So this is how we can declare the global and local variable in PHP code. The next is the static variable scope. So this static variable scope is used when we don't want to delete the variable value and want to access the same value of the variable in next example. So for that we have to use the static scope. So this is all about how to declare the variable in PHP program. Thank you.